Okay. Good morning, Staten Island.
Good morning.
What a gorgeous day to be in the borough of Parks. And I can think of no better place to enjoy this first hint of spring. I want to say, first and foremost, thank you to the staff and students of Richmond Pre-K Center for that incredibly warm and catchy welcome. It is clear to all of us here that this school runs on a lot of love, and it is such a pleasure to be here alongside New York's cutest with us today. I also want to say thank you to our chancellor, Kamar Samuels, as well as our superintendent, Roderick Palton, for having us here today. So whenever I'm lucky enough to catch a ride on the Staten Island Ferry, I am reminded that the Statue of Liberty is more than just a breathtaking monument. It is a testament to our values. One of the less quoted lines from the Emma Lazarus poem etched on her tablet reads, "From her beaconed hand glows a worldwide welcome." Welcome is not merely a gesture we extend to newcomers. Welcome also has to be something that we always offer, that we extend to everyone. And yet we know that for too many, life in New York City is anything but welcoming. Our city has become so expensive that a dignified life is becoming unimaginable to many who have lived here for generations. Our city's nurses, teachers, and civil servants. They do not want to leave, yet so often they feel as if they have no choice but to do exactly that. But what we are gathered here to announce, my friends, will change that and will make a welcoming life that little bit more possible in the city that we call home. Today, I am proud to announce that we are expanding access to Universal 3K in 56 zip codes across the 5 boroughs. I want to thank Governor Hochul for her continued partnership in this work. This progress would not be possible without her leadership. And what progress it is. Beginning this fall, we will add more than 1,000 free 3K seats in the neighborhoods where we have historically seen more family demand than provider supply. So hear me when I say this. If you live in Staten Island, more 3K is coming. If you live in Western Queens, more 3K is coming. If you live in the South Bronx or South Brooklyn, more 3K is coming. In more than half of the school districts of our city, more 3K is coming. And this is an expansion that will help to address long-running issues with Universal 3K, including proximity. It is time to call it like it is. A seat at a 3K program does not do much to lift the burdens off of working families' backs when a working parent has to take a bus and 2 subways just to get to that seat. Back in January, when Governor Hochul and I committed more than $100 million towards improving 3K, this is exactly the kind of improvement that we were talking about. I also want to thank the early childhood providers we are partnering with in this work. For far too long, we have not only allowed this city to become so expensive that it is the most expensive in the country, we have also not recognized the incredible work done by early childcare providers. And this work was done today, large part made possible by the RFI that we put out not that long ago, where we looked to gauge the interest and capacity from providers who had both been participating as well as those that would be interested in participating with our New York City public school system. And I look forward to continuing to work with providers to ensure that they have what they need to participate for the 2026 to 2027 school year. Today's announcement is only one part of our effort to deliver universal childcare to every single corner of the 5 boroughs. Last week, we announced that our city will provide 2,000 free childcare seats for 2-year-olds in 4 parts of our city. This is the initial rollout, and we want to get it right so that once fall 2027 comes around, we have the infrastructure in place to provide free 2K to approximately 12,000 children, including those right here in Staten Island. An investment in universal childcare will save parents more than $20,000 per child. It will allow our kids to grow up happier and healthier, with kids who attend preschool nearly 6% more likely to attend college. It will also rewrite statistics like the one that tells us that families with kids under the age of 6 are twice as likely to leave New York City. Put simply, universal childcare will transform our city in a way that will be felt by every single New Yorker. As we expand access to 3K, as we launch for the first time in city history, free 2K, we are making what Wall Street would describe as a good investment. Researchers estimate that every dollar spent on early care results in as much as $13 in return. After Quebec began offering universal childcare, the number of women in the workforce with young children grew by 16%. And we know the costs of the absence of this policy far too intimately. In a city like ours, which lost $23 billion in economic activity in 2022 alone, because of parents who had to quit their jobs or cut back working hours, this has the potential to supercharge our economy. Make no mistake, universal childcare will support and grow our workforce, it will increase our tax revenue, and it will help us become the welcoming city we aspire to be. And I want to close with this. Someday, many years from now, a new generation of New Yorkers will raise their children here in our city. They will worry about all the things that new parents worry about. If they will ever get another good night of sleep, whether their child will learn to share with their sibling, when is really the best time to potty train. But they won't ever worry, not for a moment, about whether their family will be able to access quality childcare or whether they will be able to afford it. They will feel welcomed in our city each day when they drop off their children with providers who love them, as they make their ways to jobs they never had to consider leaving. And they'll never even imagine that for many years, it wasn't this way. On behalf of all those New Yorkers who come next, I look forward to continuing this work together. Thank you so much. And now with that, I will pass it over to our school's chancellor, Kamar Samuels.
Thank you, Mayor. See, you're doing a lot of research on what it takes to be a new parent. No, don't worry. I'm not going to join your parents and pressure you. It's all good. Thank you, Mayor Mamdani, for your leadership and clear commitment to delivering for New York City families. When we invest in our youngest learners, New York's cutest, we invest in the future of our city. And I am grateful for the partnership that makes progress like this possible. We know that the earliest years of a child's life are the most important ones. And so, academic rigor should begin in every child's first classroom to lay the foundation for the future success and for lifelong learning. For too many families, the promise of 3K has not always matched the reality. Today, we are taking an important step towards fixing that. So, when I say 3, you say K. 3? K. 3? K. Thank you. And by adding more than 1,000 new seats across 56 zip codes, we are bringing programs into communities where families actually live and where demand is the greatest. This expansion is more than about numbers. It's about making the system function the way it always was meant to, so that families can find high-quality early childhood education close to home. It also strengthens our network providers. Give it up for the providers. By bringing new partners into the system, while continuing to support the dedicated educators and organizations already serving our youngest New Yorkers, New York's cutest. And as we expand, we remain committed to inclusive classrooms for every child, including increasing services and program options for children with disabilities where there is unmet need. So together, thank you. So together, we are building a 3K system that truly works for families and ensuring that every child in every neighborhood has the strong start they deserve. Thank you all for being here. And when I say 3, you say K. 3? K. Thank you.